Hi everyone. I'm Rick Kirkham of InHomeComputerHelp.com. There I am. Anyway, you've seen this document already here, this Google Doc. I'm going to show you a couple of really neat things, and they really transfer easily into a web page menu by using Google Doc to web page. But either way, this is a really cool feature to have here. It's how to make a menu. We're also going to go into bookmarks as well, is what they call it. So uh, to make a menu, you need some headings. So if you look up here, if I click right here, that's a heading 2. That is a heading 1. That is a heading 3. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's type this in. This is more help you. It helps you to look better when you can spell the word this. This is more important stuff to say. All right. And let's make one more heading. So let's say important subheading, that's 2. That's a subheading of this subheading. And now let's start. This is another topic. Okay. More stuff about this topic. Okay, so once again, to do this, we highlight this. We go up here where it says normal text, and we tell it heading 2. Okay, now there's some menus that we can make. So let's get our menu right below our graphic. I'm pressing enter here, trying to. It's not working. Hold on. Okay. Sometimes you just got to play with it. Okay, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this on because I want you guys to see this. Okay. So these are the different ways you can play with stuff if something is not going exactly the way you want it to go. And let's leave some space here because I think I want our table of contents right there. And there's 3 different styles of table of contents. I'm going to show you my favorite one last. If I remember right here, we go to Insert, Page Elements, Table of Contents. Okay, let's hit this first one. Okay, so this is the first line of the document. This is an important subheading. And you notice that these are our subheadings. So if I click over here, I can click on these 3 lines. I can either delete the table or I can see what my options are. Usually, let me get this out of the way. Here's our options in formatting. And once again, I can pick the 3 different types of menus. Show tab leader, not a fan, but you can do that. And then heading levels, that's kind of neat. So let's say now, keep an eye on this here. If I uncheck heading 1, then our title disappears. If I uncheck heading 3, then our 2 H2 tags, heading 2 tags show up in the menu. I'm going to go back to heading 3 here. And now let's take a look at this one. Okay, there's the next option for menu. See what happened there? It's hyperlinked. That's right. So these are linked to those H tags. That brings me back up here. You notice that? So we got that H tag in there, H1 tag. Okay, so that's a real easy to have a clickable menu. I'm going to show you my favorite one now. And let me get back. Okay, let me close this. Go back to this where it was. Click just to the left in here. Click here. Table of content options. I like this one. Okay, it's blue, it's underlined. If you notice, it's very obvious that this is a clickable menu. Blue underlined in the world of the internet just automatically means linkable to us. I don't necessarily need people to go all the way up to the top here. So watch what happens here. Okay, so let's get rid of that. There it is. And just so you can remember, I got that from going up to insert, page elements, and then table of contents, which since I have a table of contents, it's grayed out. But that's how I got there. Let's see what else. Oh, let me show you how something else kind of neat here. You don't have to, once you add something here, you don't have to like try and make a space and then add something else or anything like that. You can just go here. This is heading 3. Okay. Let's say this is heading 4. We'll use a number this time. Now, watch this. Find your table of contents, click over here, and now you know this is a refresh button or refresh symbol. Same thing up here, right? Whenever you want to refresh your page. And don't forget, Google Docs saves everything. So if you have to refresh the page, you're still good. You're not going to lose stuff. There's no file and then save. So if I click refresh, whoops, what happened here? Oh, we forgot to change the text. That's good. I'm glad I made a mistake while you were watching because that gives you an idea what to look for. So let's make that H3 again, heading 3. There we go. So this is heading 4. That's a H3 tag. Now let's go ahead and refresh this. Just click over here, refresh, and there's heading 4, which once again takes us right over here to heading 4. Now, that's all nice, but I kind of like people to be able to go back up to the table of contents. Okay, so let's do something about that. Let's click up here. I'm going to get a little lower there. Let's title this table of contents for, and then you want whatever services that you're offering for Google Doc to web page. And I can even hyperlink that. In fact, I may as well. Let me see if I could get all this out of the way. There we go. Yay. Let's see. Let's see if I can right mouse click and make a new tab. There we go. That worked. So if I type in Google Doc to web page, Rick Kirkham, which as you can tell, I've done that before. Here's some of the videos I showed you, by the way, and here's the Google Doc to web page. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I may as well show you this while I'm at it. So click here so this is highlighted. Right mouse click for a menu like I've told you before. Left mouse click for the action of copy. And let's go in back to this is our line here. Okay, table of contents for Google Doc to web page. Now, let's highlight Google Doc to web page so people might want to go there. Okay, let's go up to insert. Now, I just do a control K because I have that one memorized, but let's go here, click on link, right mouse click for a menu, left mouse click for paste, left mouse click on apply. So once again, remember that. Right mouse click for a menu, left mouse click for an action. And if I want to go there, visit that website for some reason, like, I don't know, buy my service, it'll take you there. But the other thing I wanted to show you was you can have a link like that and you can have a thing called a bookmark. Okay, so if I click over here and I go up to insert and I look for the word bookmark, here it is. Okay, you see how that little bookmark showed up now? Okay, so now if I want people to be able to come back to the table of contents, I can create a link for that. So let's say back to, and now use some keywords if you're actually doing a website. So back to Google Doc to web page menu. I'm going to use a capital. I highlight this, go up to insert, go up to link, and now instead of looking here, okay, you can go right here if you want to. And here's where I can link to this. This is important. This is heading 3. This is heading 4. And here it is right here. See the bookmark? This is what I'm linking to. So we click on that. And now, when it says back to Google Doc to web page menu, we click on that. That says bookmark. See that? And that takes us right to there. Oh, one more thing I wanted to show you. I almost forgot how cool this is. Okay. Let's click on this. You may remember me doing that before. This is an exact duplicate of what we've been doing. And I did not have to edit this page. These these YouTube videos embedded on their own with my program. And check this out, back to Google Doc to web page menu. And there we are, back to the table of contents again. And you notice here, because this is a bookmark, we don't see that little bookmark line there, do we? We just see the line here where we can click to go to the Google Doc, that link. But this is an important subheading. That's there. I can go back This is heading 3, and this is heading 4. Okay, that should do it. So that's menus and bookmarks. Keep those in mind, whether you're just doing a Google Doc or whether you're doing Google Doc to web page, you're going to find those to be really helpful. So that's it. Have a great rest of your day or evening. God bless you. Aloha.